Hey Finxters, and welcome to this video. It's Chris, founder of Finxter.com, and in today's video I want to share with you a little known trick to thrive on Fiverr. And I thought it's maybe a very good idea if I just go to the Fiverr website with you and show you the trick in action, show you how it works, how successful freelancers on Fiverr apply this trick, and unsuccessful freelancers on Fiverr don't apply this gig. And so the trick is to really focus on a niche. I know you may have already heard it, but you may not know how important it is actually to thrive on Fiverr. So I have a friend who codes like freelancing gigs on Fiverr, and he earns a lot of money. So he earns hundreds of dollars there in a short amount of times. But he struggles most with the expectations of clients. So many clients come there and have very high expectations. So they tell him, okay, I want to have a Facebook app clone till tomorrow, and I will pay you $50 for it or so. Yeah. So you have these unreasonable expectations of some clients, and these are what I call the bad clients. They have high expectations and they want to pay little money to fulfill these expectations. They want actually you to create a startup for them out of nothing. Okay, so they want you to create an app that like scales to millions, and that is able to automatically generate passive income for them and so on. And they don't want to pay a lot of money for this. They want to pay, say, $100 or $50 for this gig, and of course it's completely unreasonable. These are the bad clients. These are like non-business clients, non-experienced clients, and they are attracted to the cheap gigs, and they are attracted. So they will come to. So for example, if we see here, we have a number of gigs. So I searched for Python, and now we see some gigs. Okay, and here's one. GS Bob Cat. Okay, so it's just a coder, and he says, I will code Java, Python, and C++ programming tasks and projects. Okay, so and he is doing it completely wrong. I'm sure he's working the hell. So he is working a lot, and he earns almost nothing. Okay, so he gets like $5 for these small projects, and the projects are very general. Okay, so he needs to, like, each time a client comes to him, he needs to learn new stuff because for each, I mean, he is not an expert in everything. Nobody is an expert in everything, and nobody is an expert in Java, Python, and C++, and like general frameworks. Like, people will come to him with web scraping. People will also come to him with for data science projects or machine learning bots or say Django websites and so on. So he must learn all these libraries, all these tricks, and learning it, of course, and then he will scatter his attention and scatter his focus. He will have to learn a lot for each gig. So each gig will take him maybe 10 times or even 100 times the time that would take someone that is already expert in the library. Okay, so he's doing it wrong, and you can already see he doesn't have a lot of success. So he like sells gigs for $5, and he has done 9 gigs. And of course he has good rating, like 4.9 stars, but for 9 gigs he can sustain this. Yeah, so he can sustain learning a lot and investing, say, a day for each $5 gig, and then of course he will get a high rating, but he won't earn any serious money on Fiverr. And he will ultimately, if he uses this bad strategy of positioning, of don't focusing on a single area, so he will fail. This guy will fail. But so what is the better guy? Which guy will win? Okay, so let's have a look at these different how many times they were hired. Okay, so this guy also, he got hired only 33 times, but here we have one who is hired 350 times. Okay, and he has completed 350 gigs, and if someone has completed as many gigs, it's usually because they are very successful. So they repeat the procedure. So the unsuccessful, they will just die out. It's a very Darwinistic approach. So they won't sell they won't keep selling their skills because it's just not profitable. But the successful one, like this one, it's a top-rated seller. He has 350 gigs. Okay, Actually, his gigs start at $35 per gig. Okay, and these are, I'm quite sure that these are types of gigs he can solve maybe in 5 to 10 minutes. So if somebody pays him like $35 for 5 to 10 minutes gig, so he will definitely at least earn $100 per hour, this guy. And he's doing a lot of gigs also. Yeah, so he is earning more per gig, and and he completes more gigs. So how does he do it? And now have a look at his positioning. Yeah, I mean, it's so obvious. It's so obvious if you know about it. But still, most people don't apply it and don't know about it. So if you know about it and apply it, you are instantly joining the top, say, 20% of all the freelancers on the platform. So what is he doing differently? Can you figure it out? Yeah, so he's not offering a general gig. He's offering a very specific gig, web scraping using Python. Okay, so this one, it has a programming project for $5 in Java, Python, or C++. Like, this is a huge space. There are literally thousands of libraries he may have to learn. And of course, he cannot be an expert in all libraries. But this guy here, he's offering web scraping. Okay, and web scraping is a very specific problem tailored to some clients. Some clients need to solve this. Web scraping means that you extract some data from websites. So you put in the website URL, and then you get some data out of the website. Yeah, with specific Python web scraping library. Okay, so this guy probably has learned 3 libraries. It's, say, Pandas, ScrapeHigh, and Beautiful Soup. So this guy has learned 3 libraries, and he has mastered the libraries, and probably it will take him, that's why I said it will take him 5 to 10 minutes. So for the first type of gig, this first type of gig will be very simple, where he extracts simple data from website. But as he is already an expert in these 3 libraries, he has done 350 gigs in it, and probably he has studied the libraries at heart. So he has really specialized and focused down, and probably he will be one of the world's expert on Fiverr that offers web scraping projects. Okay, so he is really the go-to guy for web scraping, or one of them, and he has focused. And therefore, if he has focused, it will take him 5 minutes to figure out what this guy here, the guy with the general knowledge that has like this very broad positioning, it will take him maybe 3, 4, 5 hours to figure out what this guy can do in 5 minutes. Okay, so you really have this 100x difference in productivity if you focus, if you specialize, and if you offer specialized gigs. And of course, if you have more skills, then you can offer more specialized types of gigs. But you should not offer generalized gigs, okay? Because if you have like more skills, then you offer very different specialized types of gigs, like web scraping using Python, or creating a deep machine learning model using Python TensorFlow or so. And then you have like a very specialized skill, and maybe you have a series of those specialized skills. And then you can see which skills are more popular. So which gigs are more popular, for which gigs are you hired more often, and for which gigs do you earn more. And then you can more and more focus on the top 20% of your gigs that earn you 80% of the profits. Okay, and that's the best strategy. So you have a lot of specialized, you offer a lot of specialized gigs, and you focus on the gigs that already perform well. And this is how this guy has created this gold mine for himself, where he can, in a few minutes, he can earn like 35 euros even. I mean, euros is even more worth than dollars currently. So he earns, like, for very small gigs. So probably I would say, so if he has a good day, probably he will solve 5 gigs per hour or so. So he will earn 5 times 35, so $175 per hour. This is how the high hourly rates come into where are created by the best freelancers in specialized niche. Okay, and this is your strategy you should follow as well. And this is a very good strategy. It always works. You just need to find the niche that is attractive for clients and that you can solve quickly. And then you just learn, improve your skills in this particular niche. And this means that you can solve a gig 10 times, 100 times faster over time than just a generalist coder. Okay, thanks for watching. If you are interested in becoming a successful freelancer yourself who earns these high hourly rates, then check out my course, Become a Python Freelance Developer. I will give a link in the description below. And also check out my new book, Leaving the Rat Race with Python, where I share you my story and also my expert tips, 50 expert tips or so with videos, how you can improve your freelancing business as a coder online. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.